They say loyalty fades with time. But at Platform 3, there's someone who's been waiting for over 8 years. Someone who isn't even human. Every morning, before the first train arrives, an old German shepherd limps onto the platform of a quiet countryside station. He lowers himself beside the same iron bench, the one closest to the track. The station workers call him Sergeant, not because he's in charge of anything, but because once, a long time ago, he was. Sergeant wasn't always just the old dog at the station. Years ago, he worked alongside a young soldier named Daniel. Together, they served as a bomb-sniffing team in peacekeeping missions overseas. Day after day, Sergeant's nose and Daniel's calm voice saved lives, quietly, without medals or parades. When Daniel's service ended, the two of them came home, but only for a short while. Daniel volunteered for one final mission, a non-combat peacekeeping duty far from home. The plan was simple: a few months abroad, then back to a quiet life together. Before he left, Daniel brought Sergeant to the train station. He knelt beside him, scratched behind his ear, and whispered, "Wait for me, buddy. I'll be back before you know it." The train pulled away. Sergeant sat on the platform until it disappeared. And that's where the waiting began. Daniel never came back. The official word was an accident. The details were kept quiet. His family grieved. The station workers moved on. But Sergeant didn't understand those words. All he knew was that Daniel had said he'd return. And so, every morning and every evening, he came to the station. Through winter snow and summer heat, he would wait, sometimes lying still for hours, ears lifting only when the sound of a distant train approached. The people who worked there tried everything. They built him a small shelter by the bench. They fed him. On stormy nights, they even let him inside the ticket office. But Sergeant always returned to Platform 3, as if afraid that if he left, Daniel might arrive and find no one there to greet him. Passengers noticed. Some smiled sadly and offered food. Others asked why he was there. When they heard the story, their expressions always changed, softened, and they lingered just a little longer before boarding their trains. Years passed. Sergeant's fur grew gray around the muzzle. His movement slowed. Yet, he still perked up at the sound of an approaching train, that small spark of hope lighting in his cloudy eyes. One cold autumn morning, the station master arrived early. The platform was empty, except for Sergeant, lying in his usual spot. The first train rolled in. The doors opened, and for just a moment, the station master swore he saw Sergeant's ears lift and his tail give one slow wag. Then he lowered his head and didn't lift it again. The station workers buried him in a small garden behind the platform. They placed a simple wooden sign above the spot. He waited. Today, Platform 3 feels quieter. But some say that on certain mornings, when the first train pulls in, you can almost see the shape of an old German shepherd, sitting patiently by the bench, still keeping his promise. Loyalty like that doesn't fade. It doesn't ask for recognition. It just stays. And maybe that's the part that hurts the most. Because deep down, we've all waited for someone who never came back.